Hi everyone. I want to take a few moments this afternoon to show you how you can record your screen. It can come in really handy for your students if you're showing them how to log into Google for the first time, or if you're showing them advanced calculus and you have your smartboard presentation pulled up and you're kind of recording everything. This is a really easy way to record everything that's happening on your computer screen while also embedding a little picture of yourself in the corner, which can kind of come in handy and make at least the presentation a little bit more personal. So we're going to hop on over to the Chromebook, which I have here. And on every single Chrome browser, as well as Chromebook, when you're logged in with your student or school account, it'll pull up the ScreenCastify icon. And if you click on that, it's going to bring up this little window where you can select a few things. The default feature will have the microphone turned off, as well as the embedded webcam picture. So what you do want to do is make sure the microphone is turned on so it can record your voice while you're going through the procedure of how to use an application or anything that you're doing on your computer. The other part is the webcam. So our student-issued Chromebooks 6 through 12, they have the Lenovo 500s, which have two webcams on them. The one is the 1 megapixel one, which faces on the top of the screen and will face you. The other one's a 5 megapixel camera, which is kind of in a weird spot, but it's at the keyboard and it faces up. It comes in handy if you're using the Chromebook. It's more of a tablet type thing, but with us requiring students to keep it in the case, it's not really as functional. So you're going to want to use that 1 megapixel camera for students if you're having them do this for a project. The teacher cameras, I believe they only have one camera, so they'll just kind of default to that single camera. So once we hit record, it'll bring up that secondary embedded picture in the corner, and you can even move this around anywhere that you want. I mean, I can even put that over here or whatnot. Things are going to look a little weird right now because it's kind of like the movie Inception. We're kind of webcasting within a webcast within a webcast. So that's why there's two versions of me up here. But this is what the actual Chromebook is capturing right now. So if I look at the Chromebook screen, that's what it's recording. And before you get started and record from your Chromebook, you just want to select the screen that it's going to be capturing. So we selected that one. And then we're going to hit share. And then it's going to do this computer countdown, kind of give you time to compose yourself and get ready to go.
3, 2, 1.
And now this file that I am doing on the Chromebook, I'm going to want to just clear out that little prompt right there. And now it is recording for the Chromebook, and I'm going to have a file that we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do with. So if somebody knocks at your door or you get an interruption in your classroom, you can pause it really quick and then continue on from where you left off. But if you have a complete take and you feel pretty comfortable with it, then all you have to do is hit stop, and then it's going to open up another tab with that video, and it does automatically play. So I got pretty quick at hitting the pause button there, but it will automatically go through the video that you just captured from your screen. Now here's where you have to decide what you want to do with it. If you want to upload it to YouTube, well, all you would need to do is go save to disk, then go over here, and then in YouTube, near the top right corner, there'll be a little camera with a plus sign. Click on that and upload your video. And it's basically that easy. You can title it, you can put share settings if you want it to be completely public. You can make the settings as a shareable link only, and then you can also make it private. So if you want to be the only one that sees it and you want to be the only one that allows it to be played from your account, then keep it private. But otherwise, you can have the link only and share that with your students via email or parents, whatever. And this doesn't even have to be education based. If you just want to make a video showing your mom and dad how to check their email or something like that, you can by all means do this. It's just hopefully going to make you a better teacher in the long run. So if you want to use it for personal stuff, by all means go for it. But that's how you would upload it to YouTube. You can also do a Google site. So I know some of you have already done sites, so this might be a little bit redundant, but if you've never created a Google site before, it's super easy. So we're going to click on create, and I would recommend using the new version of Sites. It has a few more professional looking templates, and I think it's a little bit easier to use. So we have our brand new page here, And we can title it test. We can even title the site document that we're saving as a test if you want. And then you can go over to themes, and there's a bunch of different themes that look fairly professional. And you can even select the color scheme. So if you want it to be like the Winneconne maroon color, that'll show up over there. Or go back to this one. Gets that kind of nice color scheme. Now, so that's for the themes, and if you want subpages, you can also add your subpages here as well. But let's go to what we actually want to do, which is insert either some text. Screencast demo, something like that. And you can have options to make it a title and do all sorts of stuff. But for right now, let's get our video file uploaded, because that's ultimately what we're going to try to accomplish today. So go into the Screencastify folder. I've made a few of test runs of this video today, so we're going to take this last one that we just did and then insert it. And then the one last thing that you would want to do is just kind of center it a little bit, format it so it looks a little bit more professional. You can even change the size and make it like take up the full screen if you wanted to of your web page. But for right now, we'll kind of keep it just like this. And then before you end up publishing it, I would highly recommend just going right here, which is the preview icon. And then this is going to show you what your web page looks like on a large computer screen, a tablet, and then finally a phone. So if your student is pulling it up on their cell phone, that's kind of what it's going to look like. So with so many means of accessing the internet and digital content nowadays, it can kind of be a nice little feature to see what things are going to look like on different mediums. So we have our website there, and then the last step would be to publish it. And if that's what you want to call it, the test, this is basically the URL right there. So that's going to be the full web address. So if you have students or parents or whoever you want seeing this stuff, you're ultimately going to have to share that link with them so they know where to find it. Now, right now, the default for all these Google sites is set up to be that only people with our domain, the w-csd.org, can access the Google site material. So if you want people outside that email domain, you'll probably want to click anyone can find and view the published version. And then save. And then going back here, hit done. And then the last step that you'd want to check out is you can request that public search engines like Google, Yahoo, Bing, any of those, that they do not display your site. So even if you're going to make it public, if you don't want people like going to your site and actively searching it out, you can just check that. And then last but not least, publish. And then anybody that goes to that URL link that you had up there will be able to check out the site. So, and you can just go right there, view published site, and we have our video. And if people want to access that content, they can just play the video that we recorded earlier. And now this file that I am doing on the Chromebook, I'm going to want. So hopefully this helps you out. Obviously, you know where to find me if you're having any difficulties in getting this started, but I'm really hoping that this will help you in the classroom, maybe flip it so you can be working with students maybe a little bit more while this content is up on your smartboard or CleverTouch, but hopefully it gives you some options and makes your life a little bit easier. All right, take care.